Oh, what's happening, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. We are continuing our album listen of Minstrel in the Gallery, Jethro, Tull. We're going to listen to the track Requiem. Listen, I have a problem with my R's and W's, okay? I hate it. Imagine when I try to say Rick Wakeman. All right, this is Requiem. I really had to slow that down. Jethro Tull, 1975. I'm going to try not to say the word again because I'm going to mess it up if I say it too fast. I hope that you guys are enjoying the album listen of this particular Jethro Tull album. You know what I love doing? Every once in a while, I love to throw out one of those opinions. That's why I had to make that meme. I'm sure a bunch of you guys saw it weeks ago now. But I put out that meme of Passion playing thick as a brick. Listen, hey, we all have our opinions, right? That's the perfect meme, though. That's the perfect meme for me. Anyways, let's get into it. Requiem, Jethro Tull. Let's go. Don't make me say it again.
Well, I saw a bird today flying from a bush, and the wind blew it away. And the black-eyed mother sun scorched the butterfly flame. Velvet wing, I saw it burn. Where the wintry storm blows high, a silver cloud to ride on by, and taking in the morning, I sing, oh Requiem. Well, my lady told me stay. I looked aside and walked away along the strand. But I didn't say a word as the train timetable blurred close behind the taxi stand. Saw her face in the teardrop blanket window, fading into the traffic, watched her go, and taking in the morning, heard myself singing, oh Requiem. Here I go again. It's the same old story. Well, I saw birds today. I looked aside and walked away along the strand.
Sublime. Perfection. Okay? This track ends the first side of the album. So this is what you're left with as closure before we flip it over. Hold on, I just went to the next song. This, did I say flip it over and it like went to the other side? Okay. This is the perfect soft touch to lay us gently down before I would have just imagined we get struck by a duck on the next side of the album. I am in love with Ian's singing here. It is so soft, so introspective. It sounds like he's talking and speaking with us from a place of personal interest and personal vested interest inside of himself. Like he's actually speaking to us, you know, like directly, like a friend. What it sounds like he's venting to us. I love the effect that's going on in his voice. I love the way he ends each of his lines with a little bit of vibrato, almost more of a shakiness in his voice here. And kind of listening to the song and reading the lines alongside, I'm getting the sense that he's also coming from a place of wariness. His voice sounds very wary. He's traveled down this road before. He's felt these feelings before, perhaps 100 times. And he's expressing those feelings with that kind of tired, I've been here before voice. Which, one of the lines in the track is, here I go again, it's the same old story. And then he kind of goes through the movements of these emotions. So I like the way that the emotions are actually interwoven into his singing directly. Not even talking about the rest of the music, which I'm going to, but if we're specifically focusing on Ian's voice, I think that it captures everything that he's speaking of quite nice. Now, guitar playing is extremely satisfying. It takes everything that we know about Jethro Tull. It takes everything that we've heard before on this album, all the eclecticism, all the intricacies of the movements, brings it all back down into these soft melodies. The way that Dee Palmer brings in this small orchestral arrangements before enriching it in the very end, in the very last act of the music, is intelligent. Because at first, you could hear just the lightest breath, the lightest touch of strings beginning to just form a golden line of a horizon underneath the music. And then the song, like so sneakily, so subtly builds, and then before you know it, you have a whole golden dawn of music and melodies directly from Dee Palmer's arrangements. And that's beautiful. That's really cool the way that that's all coming up. And the same thing with like the bass. You just get a little bit of it there. It's all just wonderfully grown. I think is the best way I can put this. It grows so beautifully, and it's kind of like when you plant a seed, you may not see the day-to-day progress, but come back in a week and you'll see that things have changed dramatically. Where here, in 3 minutes 42 seconds, things have changed dramatically from the first second to the final. That's great. That's really good. Lyrically, let's go ahead and read these, huh? Well, I saw a bird today flying from a bush, and the wind blew it away. And the black-eyed mother sun scorched the butterfly at play. Velvet-veined, I saw it burn. With a wintry storm blown sigh, a silver cloud blew right on by. And taking in the morning, I sang, O Requiem. So he says, and he gives us the setting, taking in the morning. In just the morning, in the beginning of the day, he's seen all these things in nature happening. The bird flying from the bush, taking him away. The sun scorching a butterfly with its beautiful velvet veins and colors, burning. And then the cloud being blown away as well. Well, my lady told me, stay. I looked aside and walked away along the strand. But I didn't say a word as the train timetable blurred close behind the taxi stand. Saw her face in the teardrop black cab window. Fading into the traffic, watched her go. And taking in the morning, heard myself singing a Requiem. So he's speaking of an end. And Requiem, if I remember, is basically in remembrance of the dead. I think it's also like an ending, basically, to things. Like it's an ode to ends, in a way. I think. I'm not 100% sure. So it's a really nice way of kind of like paying respects in musical and, honestly, written form to the loss of love, in a way. And he says, here I go again. It's the same old story. He's done this many times before. He's been through this travel, through this path many times before. And then he reflects on what he first saw. Well, I saw a bird today. I looked aside and walked away along the strand. So he's kind of comparing himself in a way to all these things, but he comes back to the bird that was leaving the bush. The wind blew it away. In this case, it seems that he is the bird being blown away and leaving. in a 3-minute, 42-second song. That's Jethro Tull for you. Let me know what you guys thought of the track. You can let me know in the comments below. You can follow me on Twitter. You can support the channel if you'd like on Patreon. But I hope that you enjoyed yourself here. I hope that you enjoyed your music. Hope you enjoyed my company. Hope you come back tomorrow. And if not, I hope that you just enjoyed today. And if not, maybe you enjoyed yesterday. That's all right too. But thank you guys so much for being here. I'll see you later. Bye.